Hi guys, I haven't done any recording for a long time, but I've recently got back into a bit of Overwatch, and I played a game tonight that I found so much fun. It was like playing in a top game. So I was going to do something different. It's on Icon World, as you can see, and I'm going to put it into overlay. It was a really good game, to be fair. Um, as you can see, we've got a Hanzo, Moira, Greed. I think will go Zarya, Ryan, Junk, and me on Baptiste. Enemies: Soldier, Anna, Sigma, May, Roadhog, and Zen. So I'll just kind of shot call along the way. It really was a good game. We picked up the defending side to start with, which is always a bit of a problem because some teams get quite downhearted when the enemy team steamroll. But this is a gold game, bear in mind. Now, sometimes these games you meet, like this morning I had nothing but trolls that were just on throwing games to D-rank. This evening's been pretty good. There's some good players on at the moment, but of course you get diamond players, platinum players, masters players. Hell, I played with the top 500 player the other night. So anyway, let's go through the motions here. So they got a pick on our Moira early doors, which obviously they're going to capitalise on and just spitball straight through the choke. Ryan was really good. He was calling his barriers down, and he got hooked here, which just completely let them take over, and eventually won the first point. I thought they did that quite well. I mean, the Hog was on point with the hook on our Ryan. I think maybe we could have kept it a little bit longer.
Stop the payload.
I think our Ryan was lucky early doors here because he was alone. If they'd have decided to push forward, he would have been picked off straight away because he was on his own. I wasn't using voice. I rarely use voice in gold because it's... Although a lot of people are going to disagree, you do get nothing but trolls. So if you show you're trying or anything like that, it's kind of pointless. But I saw this soldier going for the flank. I should have called it to the hand, so who would have then been able to deal with it? I didn't. Thus, we were a player down, and then they just steamrolled us. That soldier I thought was a bit fucking pointless, but. Yeah, we've still got our Hanzo and Moira up. Lose our Moira, lose our Hanzo. But I tend to notice something, you know when the games are being played properly because the teams stay together. If you look at the way this is being played, apart from that, I thought that was a ropey charge from our Ryan, followed up by our Zarya, leaving the rest of the team struggling at the back. But you know when you're getting trolled because the teams just are everywhere. So when the team sticks together and you can see the cluster of player portraits, you know the teams are generally out for a good game of Overwatch. So we made some switches here, and our Hanzo switched to a Pharah, which was a good call, and I decided to switch from Baptiste to Lucio to give our Ryan a little bit of a break from the May, who was causing some problems. So this is where I'd say the course of the game slightly changed, in a way that we were holding more and we weren't so much on the back foot. But it was crucial that we made a couple of changes. Our Ryan was, some of his decisions, it was, our Zarya was really good to play with. When I play tank, I love Zarya. I think she's a fantastic tank. You can literally carry a game with her. I mean, I know, again, I'm only a gold player, but watching videos and playing hundreds of hours of Overwatch, you know when a team is going to vibe off the start of a match. And I was a bit dubious by the way they took the first point, but we started to very much vibe on this point here. They did manage to push this in, hence pushes us back. And I thought this here was a terrific hold. I got extremely lucky early doors because the hog got a hook on me. Sigma ults, luckily I don't die, get the Sonic off, and we managed to counter back. So, and we push out. It was fluid. It felt so much better when we made these switches. The Mei couldn't get in close because where and when possible I was getting the boot on her backwards, allowing our DPS to get in on her, and our Zarya was, like I say, was following up really, really well. I mean, generally the teams I see at this ELO that don't do well are the ones that just don't switch for the counter picks. Now, you know, you could be any sort of a player. You could be like a casual player that doesn't play that much, doesn't know about counter picking. But at this stage now, if you load onto Overwatch, people know what they're doing. It doesn't matter if you're gold, masters, or top 500. You know what you shouldn't be doing. In my mind, I've played enough Overwatch to know when I'm fucking about and doing something wrong. You know, yes, I mean I'm not an old player, but I'm an older player. So I was fucking lucky then. Our soldier was good. Yeah, so I mean that's where ELO comes down to me. I'm quite happy sitting in high gold. The best I've ever gone is sort of high flat, I think. I quite enjoyed the games up there because they were all sort of this kind of caliber of game, and that for me is enjoyable Overwatch. That for me makes epic games. It's the games where you get consistent throws. You know they're throwing. They're trying to engage you in voice chat for their whatever reasons, but you know, I just find it quite amusing. But it's the younger players I feel sorry for, like the really young kids, because they must fall for it hook, line, and sinker. But you can see now we've really got them held at this choke. Lost our soldier there, which was a bit of a sod, but we still managed to hold.
Allow me to repair the damage.
But yeah, these are the types of games. I generally now, I don't care too much about the SR in this game. Like, yeah, I suppose if I was being honest with myself, I'd like to get myself good enough to get sort of plat and hold plat. But you never know what types of players you're going to get. It just turns out this game, our team was vibing something chronic. It shows more so on the attack side of things than it does on the defensive side. But for us, as they pushed the cart past here, we actually were playing quite well to hold this third point, I thought. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some higher end players that would say, what the fuck is this garbage? But I'm playing it for an enjoyable experience, and that's it. So, that was our defensive attempt. Now, our attack was just something out of an Our League match, I thought. I thought it was really good, really impressive, really fast. I don't know whether to put it from my point of view or just view it as is, to be fair. But yeah, so this is the way we attack. Not much changed. I think our team, our Farah decided to go May on attack, and our soldier remained the same, and the tanks remained.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. Yeah, you know, so I just play this game now for the enjoy factor. It's when you know people that are like de-ranking and just completely throwing the game just takes on kind of fuck it, I'll go and watch the TV point of view. You know, I don't know, maybe some higher end YouTubers or recorders of Overwatch like to see this sort of content. I don't know. I'm just putting this onto my channel just because it was one of my recently most favourite games. So obviously we've got the Lucio. So I've started to play these sorts of maps more to get through chokes faster, and players generally seem to respond better to it because you can just see we're already past the choke and we're applying pressure, so they're immediately on the back foot, you know. So I think for our Ryan, he was an aggressive Ryan, so it worked quite well. So team kill first point, bit of a dance party. So at this point, our mate and Moira decided to push forward, and I thought, oh god, but they were really good, like I say. Our soldier goes off round into the castle, like theirs did. Boom, 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 boom. Get their fight on up there. But for the mass of us, we are sticking together. So we're trying to just pick off the solo players, in my mind, you know, and that's where this was risky, but I found it quite amusing. So our May was about to get frozen, got the boot. I got lucky not to get fucked by the Reinhardt, and our May played a blinder. So we're now at their spawn point, just holding them in spawn, while our Ryan pushes payload. But we're doing it together, we're not doing it one at a time. I mean, I don't know if this is probably the smartest thing in the world to do, but we've only got to get the payload to here, so once the Ryan gets out, it's easy. So at this point, they managed to get a Winston out of the choke, and I decide to boop him off. He gets fucked down there, but doesn't die. But these guys are still holding the spawn, so things are groovy. At this point, Moira's back with him. I'm now back with him. So we're still holding the choke. The spawn doors have now changed. At this point, I think the soldier's given up and he's actually typing, "Oh, just get it over with." And that was game. And yeah, so I don't know if you like this, I'll put some more up, but for the most part it was just an enjoyable game that I wanted to keep. So thanks for watching, and good game, well played everybody.